projects.
You were elected to represent all of the taxpayers of Tama County, not just a few. Please explain why you are proposing to implement a public comment policy. What do you hope to accomplish by implementing a public comment policy?
Get to that when we get to our agenda.
What?
I say we'll get to that issue when we get to our agenda.
Do you have a copy of the public comment policy that the public can review? You got one copy?
No, there's more there.
Okay. Why wasn't that posted on your website?
The public was not given that policy until just now. How can you have it on your board agenda to approve without any public input, any public comments at all? Normally, you have hearings, you have time for the public to put input on any ordinance or any policy like this. No comment? Okay. That's not how we used to operate at North Tama Schools. Anytime you have a proposed policy or ordinance, you have to have time for the public to put input in them and not just quickly put it into place. Where was I? Where was I? Like I was saying, why didn't you provide a draft of the proposed public comment policy on your website for the public comment to review in advance of today's meeting? I mean, nobody has gotten to see it till just now. How and where can the public get a copy? Okay, we just received it. Who, if anyone, did you consult in creating your proposed public comment policy?
Can you please speak to that?
We'll get to the agenda.
Will you answer questions? People would like to know.
I mean, did you guys write the policy? Or did Carlton Simmons?
We'll get to it when we get to the agenda.
Could you speak up so everybody in the back
When
can?
we get to the agenda, we'll tell you.
Yep. And when are you going to get microphones in here so that everybody can hear? We've got a lot of folks that are farmers and are hard of hearing after a life of hard work. When are you going to show them the courtesy of putting microphones in here so that people can hear what you have to say, even if it's only no comment? Are you making any effort to get microphones put in this room?
I can address that. Yes.
And when will we see microphones put in
When our
here?
IT guy gets them and gets them installed for us.
And what's the timeline for that?
He's trying to research to see which would be the best for this room.
Thank you. So
Those will
you'll,
be coming.
thank you.
What about getting the YouTube video so we can watch live so everybody doesn't have to take work off and
I don't believe that'll happen.
what's the reason?
That's a board decision, not mine.
Which would be,
The Board of Supervisors decision, not mine. If they want surveillance or if they want cameras in this room, then they would have to say they want those.
so the public doesn't get a choice in that? It's just up to the supervisors.
The public is notified of all meetings. We follow the code. That's all I can say. That's all I can say.
But a
That's
lot
all
of
I can
people
say.
still work from home, and if they could log in and listen, we could get everybody to be able to sit here, because everybody works. And, you know, I'm sitting here taking vacation just like all these other folks here, so it just would be very much appreciated to consider it. It was very nice with Benton County. I was able to sit there and multitask while I worked and watch a supervisor meeting.
Yeah, we would like to officially ask the Tama County Board of Supervisors to consider taking action to put your meetings online live on YouTube so that the public can see them. And we want to make that as a formal request to please take steps to put your meetings online, live on YouTube, and then also archive those so that if people aren't able to watch them live online, they can view them later. And again, our offer stands. We're happy to put you in touch with the folks at Benton County that are already doing that for their Board of Supervisors meetings. And with technology improvements today, that's very easy to do. Will you do that? Will one of you make a motion to recommend that you start broadcasting your meetings online, live on YouTube, to provide greater transparency and greater access for the concerned citizens of Tama County?
You can't do that during this session.
Could you put it on your agenda for the next week's meeting? We can ask you to do that. Could you please put it on the agenda as a discussion item for your meeting next Monday? Again, we'll ask one more time. Could you please put it on the agenda for your meeting next Monday to consider broadcasting your meetings live online on YouTube to provide greater transparency and accountability for the public so that people who aren't able to be here on a Monday morning in person can watch it live online or can watch an archived version of your meetings on YouTube. Simple request. Can you please put that on your agenda for next week?
Okay.
We're paying you guys.
Part of the discussion they had was over doing that, so they may discuss it again.
And it'll be on an
Yeah.
agenda? Can we get it on the
No,
agenda?
you probably won't have it on the agenda because we have to first figure out what we can and can't do in this room, so.
But then you will
But
put it
they
on an
have-
agenda?
They have taken it into consideration. We actually,
Speak to us. Why are you speaking to
because
us?
they're not allowed to speak to you right now.
That's not true.
We have an attorney, so I'm just trying to make it nicer for you guys, just letting you know that we have not forgotten that you've requested certain things.
Okay, so I'd like to make a comment on an observation. I've been coming to all these meetings, and like Larry says, we have an attorney that says not to answer any questions. So who's paying for this attorney? I assume Larry kind of mentioned it comes out of the county general fund or something like that.
Not
But
yet.
who is this attorney? Who's he working for? The supervisors or the taxpayers?
The taxpayers. Yes,
But it
that's
doesn't
what,
sound like he's representing the taxpayer. I think he's trying to keep the supervisors
well, I
away from a
can't,
lawsuit or something
okay,
like
so
that.
I can't respond to all of that stuff.
I didn't expect you to comment.
Yeah, because of the attorney, but just so you know, the attorney is for county.
Represent you then.
I'm
Or
sorry.
us,
Why
or us,
doesn't he come to talk to us?
or us.
I guess I would like to follow up the comment concerning lawyers. We too have a lawyer, and our lawyer's been in contact with your lawyer. And I point blank asked our lawyer, is there a problem with me sitting here talking to you guys? He said there's absolutely no problem with me talking to you as client to client. I can't talk to your lawyer, you can't talk to my lawyer. But we can talk. And I'd like to know why your lawyer has put a gag order on you guys when our lawyer is overly willing to allow us to be open and try and discuss things with you guys week after week. Can you talk to me?
No comment.
So, your lawyer has basically put a gag order on you?
No comment.
Okay, let's keep going. Why did Laura Copsa have it typed in the notes that she